Hey guys, what's up? Fourth episode down on my channel. That's good, you know. So I'm gonna try to keep things, I don't know, I should say short compared to my third episode. You know, like after doing all the editing, I didn't think I was gonna have that much time in the video. So today's gonna be quite different. Today, you know, I'm just gonna do art. I'm just gonna show you art, and then that'll really be all you see. I'm just gonna suggest 2 arts today. One thing I would like to comment on is, man, in the second video I posted, I already got a dislike, and you know, I'm over here like, didn't I just start it? Like, I feel like I know the person. Like, not like I know who disliked it, but it's like, you know, I just been around asking people and then telling people about the channel, and I know people who told people, and the people told me names of people, and it's like, yo, you may not be in my small circle, but there's like rings of other circle, and I know you're there. You're somewhere there, and it's like, so you wanna just dislike the video already like that? It's cool. It's cool. I'm actually preparing something for you. I really am. And another thing different. Well, this is my second time doing the video in my room. But another thing different is I felt like I was showing everyone pictures of people modeling for my designer wear, but I didn't wear the designer wear. And I'm thinking, you know, I realized that. I'm like, whoa, why am I not wearing the shirt? Like, out of all people, I created it. I should be wearing it. So I have on the shirt, and I don't know. I think it looks good in video rather than picture, or maybe I just look good than everyone else who was modeling for it and stuff. I don't know. I'm just saying, let me not say that before they be like, well, that's the last time you're taking a picture. Recommendation 1, Future Diary. So Future Diary is, okay, an anime. Is a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Sakaya Esuno. You know, this came out around the year 2011. Here's what goes on. So it's about a boy named Yakuritu. I don't know, these Japanese names get out of control of me. But so what goes on is he writes in a diary on his phone. He has a phone and he writes in his diary every day. And apparently this boy have these 2 imaginary friends that he talks to. And well, at least he believed they're imaginary and stuff. And suddenly, I don't know, somehow the diary on his phone start predicting things. And when I say predicting things, it just predicted things about other people. And the things his phone started to predict about other people weren't like anyone in the world, but it was like 11 other people his phone can predict. And the reason why it was those other 11 people is because those other 11 people had a similar ability where their tape recorders or their book, you know, would be like a diary and predict other things of those other people who has that same ability. And the reason why these things were capable of doing that is because they were actually in some type of battle royale. And this battle royale, it's like they had to actually try to kill one another. And the reason why they had to try to kill one another, turns out the main character, his 2 imaginary friends, well, there was a big main imaginary friend and then a small little imaginary friend. Turns out it was a god. It was a form of god. He looked it weird, I guess, but basically it was a god that was dying, and the winner out of this battle royale, they had to take his place. And that god had a little assistant thingy who, you know, and like I said, the boy believed they were just imaginary friends because he felt like he could only see them and stuff, but apparently they're actually real and they're immortal beings. Well, I don't know, I was gonna say immortal beings, but apparently he's dying and he needs someone to take their place. So while doing this battle royale, the boy meets a girl who is insanely in love with him. Just insanely in love with him. Like this girl started killing other competitors for him, even though he did not want to compete. But you know, it's like the girl understood the game, but all she cared about was him not dying. So she started killing for him if she had to. She didn't trust nobody. Those people who wasn't even part of the game, she was just killing them because she didn't trust them with the boy. She was claiming the boy as her boyfriend and everything, and he's like, yo, you're insane, you're crazy. He didn't want none of that. But eventually, the boy gives in, and he actually wind up loving the girl somehow, which is weird. I do recommend this anime. Like, what I'm telling you right now about the anime is not even the full thing. You get what I mean? There's like a lot more to it, but I cannot like really say it because I feel like if you were to actually take the chance to go watch The Future Diary, I don't want to say something that is a spoiler alert, because there's like 5 big spoiler alerts in. And I feel like these 5 spoiler alerts are the only things that can make me convince you to watch them. But I don't want you to watch them and know them already. So The Future Diary, I do recommend to you to watch. Recommendation number 2. This is a throwback for real. Should I say throwback for reals, yo. Ultimate Muscle. Chinese version, I guess in Japan when it was originally made, it was called Kanikuman. And I don't know if Kanikuman means muscle man or whatever, but I know is when this aired in America, it was called Ultimate Muscle. And this is way in 2002. This is like my childhood anime, so please don't mess with it. Like, this is what I grew up watching every Saturday morning. Like, this is something I had to run to and watch. You know, wake up in the morning, get your cereal and milk, and then run to that TV and watch Ultimate Muscle. That's what I used to do. What goes on in Ultimate Muscle is this. There's a guy who inherited a special ability who his father had, and his father is a legend when it comes to wrestling. He's a legendary wrestler. So his father soon retires, and there's like this huge tournament that's being made to determine the next wrestling champion. I forgot what the name was. They have their own names for these sort of things, you know. And the son doesn't want anything to do with it. Like, he doesn't find himself to be a wrestler. Like, that just wasn't his thing. But sooner or later, a trainer who trained the father came back to train his son that wanted no part of this, but trained him anyways to make him the next big thing like his father. Now, yes, this is what I like. I think this year I honestly took the time to rewatch this whole anime. And why I did that is because I feel like this is the only anime yet, so far, the only one to be about wrestling. Like, and if no one didn't know by now, I am a WWE fanatic. Like I said, there's anime about like every sport. I'm talking boxing, baseball, golf, swimming, basketball, rugby. Come on now. There's like anime about every sport. And some of them has more than one, like baseball, there's probably 3 out there. But this one, I'm like, is this really the only wrestling anime? Like, it came back way in '02, so I figured by now, 15 years later, there might be another type of anime who was inspired to make a wrestling anime like this one. But no, this happens to still be the only sport that involves wrestling that's in anime. So, in continuum of the story, basically, special ability was called Ultimate Muscle. That was the special ability the kid inherited from his dad. And he used this ability to win all his matches. This kid sucks as a wrestler, but once he hits Ultimate Muscle, it's like he would win. And now you're thinking, well, what's the point of watching if I know he's gonna win? Honestly, he is not the only character in this anime. He's not the only character. He has friends. He has bad guys. He has rivals. It's like, to me, it wasn't about him winning. Me being the kid, I understood that this guy has a special ability and he's gonna win. I just knew it, but it's how was he gonna win? Especially when he used the ability and it didn't work. Now I'm thinking like, well, what he's gonna do? How he's gonna win? And then the tournament, you're gonna meet other cool people that you're gonna be like, oh man, you want to see them fight him. Like, you want to see that person make it to the tournament. So you're gonna see so much things, because that's what I think they did creative about this anime, was they knew they had a main character, and because we knew this main character was like the winner, you know, because you like this is not even a spoiler alert when I say this. He's obviously gonna win the tournament. Like, the show is based off the ability that he inherited from his father. Like, you know he's gonna win. So you would think you don't want to watch it, but it is the storyline they added surrounding him. He had storylines outside of the ring. Like, he had storylines of a girl he fell in love with, and now he's trying to pursue this girl. You know, it's like they were so smart. His friends had their own storyline. His friend, there was a friend, a walrus dude, had a storyline about his mother and his daughter and why he wanted to win a tournament to take care of his family, and it was like a family thing, and why like his whole family been undermined, and he just didn't want that no more. And it was like so touching, you know. So they just brought out so much things into this anime. Like, it wasn't just about wrestling, and it wasn't just about the main character, which made you so emotionally attached to each and every individual character. Even the antagonist people had their own stories, which made you see why they do or why they feel and why they act the way they act. And it's like, wow, you know, like, what a storyline. So that's pretty much it with the anime recommendation I can think of for today to share with you all, because I don't want to take too much time and then it wind up being a whole 30-minute episode or something like that. Once again, I'd like to give out a shout out to Andy, Dakari, Kevin, and Serena Golds. Next video, I really gotta talk about that dislike, because I really dislike it. I guess now we take the time of watching me pose with the shirt, I should say. I mean, everyone modeled in it because of me, so yeah, try this. Okay, now that was, okay, maybe that was good. How about?
Parties, style, fame,
She likes
glamour, runway, style.
No, not feeling it. Okay, how about?
she likes fashion.
No. See, this is why I have people to do this stuff like that.